Why do stairs suddenly feel like an absolute mountain to climb? Seriously, why? Or maybe you've noticed that getting up out of your favorite armchair is taking just a little more effort, a little more grunting than it used to. You're hitting the gym, you're putting in the sweat, but your lower body just isn't getting any stronger. It's frustrating. Actually, scratch that, it's a little scary when you start worrying about losing your independence. But what if I told you the problem isn't what you think it is? What if there's a totally hidden solution, a way to completely turn back the clock on your leg strength? Well, I've got it right here in this explainer, and we're going to keep the exact moves under wraps just for a minute while we get to the root of the problem.
So is Father Time really the villain here? Or is it your workout? Let's dive right into this. The surprising truth? Your age probably isn't the main culprit. And your effort? That's not the problem either. The real issue is that your aging body has completely adapted to your current routine. Think about it. After 60, your muscles need a totally new reason to grow. If you've been doing the exact same squats and lunges for years, your body just goes on autopilot. Your progress completely stalls out, your hips get incredibly tight, and everyday movements become a total chore. But there is a newly discovered cheat code for the aging body, and it's a real game changer.
Our goal today is simple. We want to reclaim your leg strength and help you move like a younger man again. To do that, we're going to look at 4 mysterious, highly underrated dumbbell exercises. I like to think of these as our magic weapons. Now, these absolutely aren't your run-of-the-mill gym class moves. They are specifically designed to protect your joints, rebuild your muscle, and restore your balance. I'm purposefully keeping the exact exercises hidden for just a second longer, because honestly, it's absolutely crucial we understand exactly why we need a totally new approach first.
Look, there is a massive difference between your old routine and this new stimulus. Your old routine, it's basically a dead end. You're looking at plateaued muscle, stiff hips, and those nagging joint aches simply because you're grinding down the exact same gears. But this new stimulus, it's an absolute game changer. We're talking explosive muscle growth, restored mobility, and deeply protected knees. By forcing your body to adapt to a brand new, joint-friendly stimulus, you literally wake those dormant muscles right back up. It's like flipping a switch.
All right, the wait is over. Let's reveal exercise number 1, the dumbbell Cossack squat. Basically, this is a lateral movement exercise that builds serious strength while simultaneously restoring your hip mobility. It is the real deal for bringing back that lost side-to-side movement. We really want to break the dangerous habit of only ever moving forward and backward.
Think about your day-to-day life for a quick second. You walk forward, you sit down, you stand up, you almost never move side to side, right? Well, over time, that completely stiffens your hips and absolutely wrecks your balance. So let's fix that. Step 1, you want to stand very wide, like much wider than your shoulders. Step 2, hold a single dumbbell right at your chest, kind of like a goblet squat. Step 3, slowly shift your weight to one side, bending that knee while keeping the other leg totally straight. It's almost like you're sitting back into a chair on just one side. Then, step 4, press firmly back up to the center. Now, a pro tip for you here, do not force the depth right out of the gate. If your heel starts popping off the floor, just stop right there. Remember, quality always beats speed.
So, what's the real payoff here? Let's look at the muscles targeted. You're hitting your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. But the real magic, that happens right there at the bottom. Your adductors, your inner thighs. Traditional squats totally ignore these. Keeping those inner thighs strong gives you serious bang for your buck. It naturally aligns your knees, improves your overall balance, helps prevent falls, and, this is cool, it quickly exposes if your left side is weaker than your right.
Ready for exercise number 2? Enter the dumbbell deficit reverse lunge. It sounds fancy, but it's just a reverse lunge performed off a 2 to 4 inch elevated platform for increased range of motion. Adding this deficit acts as a massive cheat code for muscle growth. By stepping off that small platform, your back leg actually travels farther down, giving your muscles a much deeper stretch without you needing to hold ridiculously heavy, joint-crushing weights.
Here's the exact breakdown of how to nail it. Step 1, grab your dumbbells and stand on that sturdy little platform, or even just a weight plate. Step 2, carefully step 1 foot backward. Step 3, lower both knees slowly. Take a good 2 or 3 seconds on the way down, nice and controlled. Then, step 4, press through your front heel to return. Listen up, the fact that you're stepping backward instead of forward is dramatically friendlier on older knees. It keeps your front knee stable and takes all that nasty pressure right off the joint.
And the benefits here, they translate directly to your real-world independence. We are talking about greater muscle stretch, knee-friendly mechanics, and massive improvements to your single-leg balance. Think about stepping onto a high curb or climbing a steep flight of stairs. Every single one of those actions requires one leg to support your entire body weight. This exercise mimics those everyday tasks perfectly, so you can tackle them just like a much younger guy.
Moving right along to exercise number 3, The single leg dumbbell hip thrust. This is a unilateral hip extension exercise using a bench and a dumbbell to isolate and rebuild the glutes. Now, if you think hip thrusts are just some trendy move for social media fitness influencers, think again. This is an absolutely vital movement for bulletproofing a 60-plus man's posterior chain. No joke.
Let's walk through the setup so you get it exactly right. Step 1. Sit on the floor and rest your upper back against a bench. Step 2. Place a dumbbell right on the crease of your working hip. Step 3. Brace your core, drive hard through your heel, and lift those hips up. And step 4, pay attention, this is the most important part. Squeeze that glute at the top for 2 full seconds. 1, 2. Do not arch your lower back just to get higher. Keep your ribs down and let your hips do all the heavy lifting here.
So why exactly does this work so incredibly well? Well, when you use both legs on a standard hip thrust, your strong leg quietly takes over, and your weak leg, well, it just kind of goes along for the ride. But when you work one leg at a time, those weak spots simply cannot hide. It eliminates hidden muscle imbalances, builds incredibly powerful glutes, and forms this sort of shield of muscle that completely protects your lower back. It totally restores your raw, everyday walking power.
All right, our final magic weapon is exercise number 4, the dumbbell good morning. It's a hip hinge exercise focused on strengthening the posterior chain through a deep, controlled hamstring stretch. Honestly, this is a forgotten classic in modern fitness. Younger guys ignore it, older guys haven't really heard of it, but if you want to keep bending over safely without that sudden, sharp shot of pain, this is absolutely your go-to move. Here's how you do it perfectly, safely. Hold a single dumbbell vertically right against your chest. Step 2, keep just a slight bend in your knees. Remember, this is a hinge, not a squat. Step 3, push your hips straight backward. It's exactly like you're trying to shut a car door with your backside. Keep your spine perfectly straight. Once you feel that deep stretch in your hamstrings, step 4, press your hips forward to stand back up. And hey, leave your ego at the door when picking a weight for this one. You really don't need much weight at all to make it highly effective.
The major focus of all this is your posterior chain, your hamstrings, glutes, lower back support muscles, and your spinal stabilizers. Why does this matter so much? Because these are the exact muscles you use for everyday hero moments. This is what allows you to effortlessly pick up heavy bags of mulch from the hardware store or lift your laughing grandchildren up into the air without throwing out your back and spending the next week stuck on the couch.
Okay, so we have our 4 exercises. Let's look at the master workout plan. Go ahead and grab a screenshot of this right now so you have it ready for the gym. You've got your Cossack squats for 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps per side, deficit lunges, 3 sets of 8 to 10 per side, hip thrusts, 3 sets of 10 to 12, and those good mornings, 3 sets of 10 to 12 nice, slow reps. The biggest takeaway here, always choose a weight that lets you finish every single rep with perfect form. Perfect technique always builds muscle faster than sloppy, heavy lifting.
Now you might be wondering, how often do I actually need to be in the gym to see results? The magic number is right here, 2 to 3. You only need to crush this routine 2 to 3 non-consecutive days a week. You absolutely do not need to live in the gym. Why? Because as you get older, recovery becomes half the battle. Muscle growth doesn't happen when you are lifting the weights. It happens when you are on the couch recovering from lifting the weights.
Speaking of recovery, let's quickly run through these vital rules because training smart always beats training stubborn when you're over 60. First up, you need 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep. That is when your body actually repairs tissue. Second, eat high-protein meals to give your body the building blocks it desperately needs. Third, stay constantly hydrated to fend off fatigue. And finally, never ever push through sharp joint pain. Normal muscle soreness is totally fine, but sharp pain, that means stop, reset, and check your form. So, here is my challenge to you. 30 days. I am issuing the ultimate 30-day challenge to consistently execute these 4 specific dumbbell movements. Stick to the reps, focus entirely on the quality of the movement, and give your body the right recovery. Do this and watch how your balance, your posture, and your everyday physical strength absolutely transform in just 1 month's time. It's going to be amazing. I want to leave you with this highly empowering thought. You're not just building stronger legs, you're building a stronger future. Listen, muscle loss is absolutely not inevitable. Just because you've crossed 60 doesn't mean the game is over. No way. You have the exact tools right here in this explainer to turn things around, protect your joints, and reclaim your physical independence starting today. So, I've got to ask you, which of these 4 dumbbell exercises are you going to try first?
Are you going to tackle the Cossack squat or jump straight into those deficit lunges? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd absolutely love to hear your game plan. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful, make sure to subscribe for more no-nonsense, science-backed fitness strategies designed specifically for you. Stay strong and keep moving.